Hello there, Dr. Ken Steele here on day number 20 of the daily Lent reading plan. We're halfway through the reading plan. Today we're looking at Matthew chapter 17, verses 1 through 13. And in this passage, we have the transfiguration of Jesus. So in the story, we see that Jesus, James, Peter, and John all go up to this mountain. And once they get up on the mountain, Jesus' body transforms. Literally, there's a metamorphosis that happens where he shines like the sun, and his clothes are as bright as white as snow. So you have this glory that he is restored to from what he left heaven from. And so there's this, which is a symbol of his deity as well, for him to be fully man, fully God in this moment. And then he's joined by Elijah and Moses, which is the fulfillment of the law and the prophets. So that's why we have Moses and Elijah there, that Jesus is the fulfillment of the Old Testament law and the Old Testament prophets. So that's important for us to have in this story. So of course, Peter's caught up in the moment, and he wants to build 3 booths or 3 tents for them, because why wouldn't you want to live in this moment? And yet while he's still talking, suddenly a cloud appears, a bright cloud appears, and out of it comes the voice of the Father who says, "Behold, this is my beloved Son, of whom I'm well pleased." And so you have this blessing of the Son again from the Father, just like we heard in the baptism. But in this moment, you have that. And so we have 2 times where we have this same statement or similar statement being made to reaffirm who Jesus is and that he was sent. And so then Moses and Elijah disappear because they're suddenly frightened. But I want you to see a couple of quick elements. One, that bright cloud is a reminder of the presence of God and the guidance of God when the Israelites were going through the wilderness. It was a cloud by day and a pillar of fire by night. And so that is kind of paying an homage to that, and then reminding them of that. And then just this reminder of the law and the prophets, because ultimately the fulfillment of who Elijah is, that Elijah must come, is fulfilled in John the Baptist. And so all of these prophecies are here. Jesus tells him that they can't say anything until after the Son of Man has been resurrected. So after his resurrection, they could say something about this. So this is kept kind of hush-hush. But the key thing, too, is that the Father says, "This is my Son." Listen to him. When the Father speaks, we ought to listen to him. Listen to Jesus. That's our goal for today. Let's just lean in and listen to him.